Morning, everyone. Thank you for having me today. So, as Tina said, my name is Whoriskey, and I'm the Programme Manager for the Energy and Resource Efficiency team in Invest NI. So, our team aims to help Northern Ireland businesses become more competitive through identifying cost savings. So, what do we do? Our team exists to try and make businesses grow in a sustainable way. Now, you've heard sustainability mentioned, and whenever we engage with businesses, what I seem to understand is it means something different to everybody we speak to. Everybody has different meanings from it. There's so much out there, and it's trying to get to understand, well, what does it actually mean? For me and my team, it simply means helping you grow in the most efficient way to ensure that you can survive in the future. Now, I do hear a bit of pushback as well. People at the minute saying, exactly like Tina said, costs are rising. There's a cost of living crisis in energies. I don't have time or money to think about sustainability. Well, I would push back and say, you don't have time not to think about it. But there has to be something for you. Completely get that. So by engaging with my team, engaging with Invest NI, and become more sustainable, what do you stand to gain from that? Well, you will help the environment, yes. So you will start to buy in towards the government goals for carbon reduction by 2050. But you will improve your competitiveness. You will save money, which will improve your bottom line. You'll build resilience to the energy crisis. So if you can actually start to look at energy efficiencies, energy savings, then as the unit prices rises, as they are at the moment, then you become more resilient and you're less susceptible to facing them rising costs. And you'll also improve your corporate image. So as Emer touched on earlier, there's a smaller pool of new staff coming through at the moment, and it is becoming more important to people to work for environmentally responsible businesses. So you will stand to benefit from that as well. So I'm just going to go through the support that we offer. So we offer 4 strands of support. There's our title consultant support, sustainability reports. There's a grant available, which is our resource efficiency capital grant, and our resource matching service. I'm just going to touch through what each of them are. So the first one we offer is our technical consultancy support. That's where we offer you up to 6 days fully funded consultancy. Now we have underlined the fully funded there because it is free. There is no catch, there's no hidden cost. It's completely free of charge. We will pick up the cost for that. So that's where we can get things like independent technical audits done, feasibility studies. So if something that you're thinking about you want to put into your business, we'll actually get a consultant to undertake the work for you to see, is that feasible? How we actually do that is we'll get one of our in-house technical advisors to engage with you. They'll come out, they'll understand what's important to you, and write a specification that is tailored to your business requirements. We'll then go out and procure a consultant and put them in touch with you, who will spend that 6 days understanding your business, understanding what's important to you, what you want to get. And they'll make recommendations how you can make energy savings, water savings, carbon savings. They'll break down if there is any capital investment required, how much that'll be, and how long until you will see that payback on it. Now, to qualify for that, it's open to businesses in Northern Ireland who have an annual energy and resource spend of at least 30,000. What we are seeing at the moment is with the rising costs, there's more and more businesses that are actually qualifying for this support. We're seeing a lot of people come forward for likes of energy audits and stuff at the moment, in particular with the rising costs. There is a broad range of different categories, and there's 9 categories on the screen. I'm not going to go through them all with you, but it just gives you an idea of the broad range of consultancy we can provide. We can look at energy efficiency, we can look at resource efficiency, we can put in renewables, we look at your packaging, we can look at everything for you then. But there is something you're thinking about, do come and speak to us and see if we can help. Next up then is sustainability reports. This is a new offering from Invest NI. It only came available last year. And what we were hearing from business we were engaging with was, what is sustainable? I don't know what that means, or I know I should be doing something, but I don't know where to start. So this is where this comes in. Whereas the last form of support was looking at one particular area, looking at one particular project you want to undertake. This takes a holistic overview of your business. Sees how are you performing at the moment, environmentally and sustainably, and where could you improve in the future. So we look at things like your raw materials, your energy, carbon, packaging, biodiversity, and waste. We'll give you a score of how you're performing right now, but that'll be your baseline. We set the report up that it's a 5-year report. So every 12 months we will come back, we will revisit that. We'll give you tangible steps to undertake and see how you're performing and try and keep improving out of 5 years to get you as lean and green and sustainable as possible. Now that also is also free of charge and has the same qualifying criteria of an energy and resource spend of 30,000 per year. Then we come on to our grant. So our grant supports a resource efficiency capital grant. So that's where if you can buy in machinery, equipment, whatever it may be, that cuts down the amount of resources that you require to bring in, then we can provide you grant support for that. So we can offer you up to £50,000. Now, for full disclosure, this is open to invest in clients only, this one. But if you consider a material saving, a payback in 1 to 4 years, then we will help you with the cost of purchasing equipment. It does depend on your company size, so large companies will get 10% of the cost, medium 20%, and smaller micro get 30%, and that is capped at 50,000. It works in a competitive call process, so we will rank all the applications we get in, and we literally just start paying out from who finishes number one, that ranking process down until we run out of budget. And last but not least, our resource matching service. And this one is open to all businesses in Northern Ireland, regardless of spend. And that's really working off circularity principles. So historically in Northern Ireland, we would have worked off what's called a linear economy. So we would have took us all out of the earth, we would have made something, or made food, whatever it might be, and we'd have just fired it back in at the end and be done with it. But we need to get moving towards circularity where we keep things moving. So it's really working on the principle of one man's waste and our man's gold. So we run this through a company called International Synergies. They come and they actually engage with businesses to understand what is it you buy in, what do you make, or what service you provide, and what is your waste at the end. And they'll actually try and identify a company that can make use of your waste. So traditionally you may have paid a waste management contract, you may pay gate fees to send stuff off the landfill or dump, but if we can find a company who can take that off your hands, then suddenly you're already saving on your waste management contract, saving your landfill, but the other company saving having to buy new resources. So both companies save, and the environment benefits by taking less resources out. So you then generate cost savings, carbon savings, prolonged life resources, and opportunity to generate additional sales. Earlier on, we heard about how food waste is a big thing for the tourism, and the pushback I would get from businesses is, well, I don't manufacture, I don't make anything, but there's still food waste there. And one of the solutions I've seen recently is actually from a tourism company, a hotel, that actually was able to get their food waste and supply it to a company who was undertaking anaerobic digestion, then making more energy. So there are solutions out there. There are inventive ways to use it. So we do encourage you to engage with us. So if there's anything there that you think might be worthwhile, you can get in touch with us at ere@investinai.com. Our number's on there, and it's on our website as well. But also myself and my colleagues Bernadette will be hanging about for a while after if you have any other questions and want to engage with us. Thank you.
Thanks, Conor.
You want me to wait?
We'll hang on for just one second in case there's a question. I do have a question. The 30,000 threshold,
Yeah.
it said a spend on that on resources.
Yeah.
What qualifies as resources? How wide is that?
So basically anything you're bringing in to your business, whether that be raw materials, so like yourselves, it might be the food bringing in for your kitchens.
Yeah.
It would be any other resource you bring in, any bin you buy in, anything that is a resource that you require to run your business that comes in, as well as your water, your energy, so electricity, gas, water costs, total spend of 30,000. And you'd be surprised how easily that's been hit now. So historically, yes, it might have been some of the more medium to large businesses, but some of the smaller businesses are now hitting that spend as well. So do reach out, look at who's running your books for you, check what the cost is, and you'd be surprised how easily you would hit that and be able to get some support. This is maybe just to give you an idea of how that has worked. Historically, we've had a budget that we've spent every 12 months. It's been normally in and around the same. This year, within 6 months, we had already reached what we have always spent the previous 12 months. Now, there's twofolds. There's the energy crisis. There's a lot of people coming for energy audits, but there's also more people that are able to avail of the support now. So in the 6 months, we spent our annual 12 months. And the good news is because it's such a key focus that there's more money given, so we are able to continue offering the support. But it just gives you an idea of how wide-ranging that is now.
So more and more people are eligible. That's a wide net of resources, though, that you can make count, which is great. I have one other question. How long does it take from when you apply for that funding to when you might actually get the report, for example? And the same question for the Invest NI. How long, if you wanted to avail of that capital grant?
Yeah, so the capital grant will go through a call process. So it's traditionally open for around about 6 weeks or so. And then at the end of 6 weeks, we have to score it, rank it, come out. So you will be talking around about somewhere around about 10 to 12 weeks before you get your decision. It's then up to you how quick you can get the equipment, machinery, whatever it is, and it needs to be installed before we pay out the grant on it. For the report, now there is, for full disclosure, there is a bit of a waiting time at the moment. We have a backlog because it's so in demand, so you could be waiting a couple of months before you have your report in your hand. But historically, we aim from you actually engage your consultant 6 weeks to have your report in your hand. But the moment, say there's a wee bit of a wait time for us to actually get a consultant for you, so we could be waiting 2 to 3 months at the moment.
So get your application in. That's the answer.
Yep, exactly.
Any other questions from the room? Connor will be here as well, obviously in the break. Okay, thanks very much, Connor. That was great.